What is up, YouTube? We're back. We're watching another Tommy G video, and it's Miami's Wild World of BBLs. And let's just get into the video, cause holy fuck, bro! Jesus Christ!
I basically do what the face app does, but you know, with a knife. Yeah.
God bless America, man.
That's what we call a skinny BBL.
How does it impact your life now that you're walking, moving back to normal?
I mean, I'm happier than ever. I love it. Now I'm like pulling NFL players, so.
Oh nah. You gotta watch out! I hate women like this, bro! Let's go. The dark world of the BBLs, boy. This is an interesting video.
The Brazilian butt lift, or the BBL, is the hottest trend in plastic surgery today. It's where women undergo liposuction on their thighs, hips, and stomach, only to have the same fat injected into their butt. The goal? To create a fuller, juicier, and rounder buttocks. But here's what most people don't know. There are people that actually die from BBLs. And according to MedPage Today, the BBL is labeled as the most dangerous aesthetic procedure ever performed. It's estimated that the death rate may be as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries. And the reality is, some people go into a surgery to get a nicer ass, and they end up not living to tell the tale. Now, while some clinics are run by world-class surgeons, others, they're being called human butcher shops, where the smell of death supposedly lingers in the air. There are places, yes, right here in the United States, where clinics aren't even owned by licensed doctors, and where unqualified staff might mistakenly liposuction your intestines or inject your fat into major veins, causing instant respiratory failure. And the epicenter of this deadly trend is Miami, Florida, ground zero for countless botched surgeries and life-changing tragedies. So we head to Miami to speak with surgeons, injection clinics, models, and lawyers to get to the bottom of this story. Let's dive in. We head next to Bella Vita Aesthetics and meet with owner Eni Silveira, an entrepreneur who has invented an injection technique that is much safer than the BBL. It's here we get to see her methods in action, we speak to patients who have suffered through botched jobs from a surgery gone wrong, and finally we assemble a team of 6 models to test for ourselves whether we can tell the difference between a natural and BBL booty.
So my name is Eni Silveira. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and here in Miami, Florida, I'm known as the Booty Queen. Imagine walking to the beach and you just see like this beautiful round booty, right? You have hearts in your eyes. So basically the Bella Vita Instant BBL is giving you that nice, round, juicy, athletic looking tush.
And what got you into the world?
Okay, wait.
I'm Brazilian.
Wait. There was one.
Like looking.
There is no difference. What's the before and after? She just got tanned. She literally just got tanned. Am I tripping? Yo, am I tripping? I don't know. She looks the same.
Tush.
And what got you into the world of booties?
I'm Brazilian, number one, so we're known for butts. Number two, I'm in Miami, so I constantly am in a bikini. I kind of started becoming like a mad scientist here at the office and just like mixing stuff, trying it out on my friends. And then finally I got to the perfect cocktail, and so I trademarked the name, I patented the technique. And they send me all over the world to train different clinics, different providers on how to make the perfect glute.
Tell me about the dark side of the BBL world.
Tennessee mother who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami.
33-year-old Erica Russell, a mother of 5, left her home in Tennessee in 2021 to travel to Miami for a Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, the plastic surgery procedure that has one of the highest mortality rates.
Wanted to get the real stats on the question, how dangerous are BBLs truly? We referenced earlier that the stat is potentially as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries result in death. For comparison, the odds of dying while motorcycle racing are about 1 in 1,000. And the odds of dying while skydiving are about 1 in 100,000. And as far as BBL deaths go, there seems to be a pattern. Like most medical accidents, bad things occur when the surgeon gets tired. And at the clinics that prioritize quantity, they overload their surgeon schedule, and the patients that die tend to be the ones that are seen at the end of the day or towards the end of the week. And typically, the cheaper the clinic, the more people they tend to see and the more botched jobs and deaths that occur. So when a clinic decides to prioritize quality over quantity, the operation actually tends to be decently safe.
The paperwork that she was provided lies. She was told this doctor has staff privileges at this hospital. Turns out he didn't. You look at their marketing, you look at how they're targeting different folks and how they're portraying themselves. They present themselves as if they're the best docs on earth doing this stuff. And in reality, what you come to learn when you're on our side looking into this stuff, these surgical centers, they're just businesses often being run by people who have no medical background whatsoever. And what they're doing is they're contracting with different doctors. Maybe they'll bury that in some piece of paper that says this doctor doesn't actually work for us. It's all smoke and mirrors.
We're out here in front of Seduction Cosmetic Center. This is the place that Erica Russell passed away shortly after having an operation here. Now, there's a big discrepancy. Google reviews, about 4.5 stars, thousands of reviews, looks really, really good. But on Yelp, they have mostly 1-star reviews. Alexis A said 25 days ago, surgeons nearly killed me here. I was in the ER and ICU receiving blood transfusions for 4 days.
Damn, look at the
Do not
pictures.
go here. Do not put your life in these people's hands. Just one scroll down. The entire experience is sketchy. My girlfriend recently had a botched BBL removed and she was lied to about the price on 6 different instances. Then in the after surgery, she was not giving pain medication on the trip home. One of the stories that we're covering is the story of Erica Russell. Are you familiar with her story? She unfortunately died shortly after leaving this clinic. And so what we're looking into is also that some of these clinics, are they owned by doctors? Are they owned by just business people? And then the doctors are shuffled through? Like there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Is this place owned by a doctor?
Some of them they do, some of them not.
A non-doctor can open a surgery center?
Yes.
What's your role within this business?
Take care of more like equipment-wise and medical stuff.
Are there any misconceptions about the BBL industry that you'd like to address and tell the people back home?
Any other procedures, you have risks. I don't know how to explain it, but it's safe.
I'm not here to paint someone in a bad corner. We'll let the statistics do the talking. I don't really know. Total, how much money were you out because of this?
A little over 10,000. The people there were so rude.
This is Connie. I found her through the review her roommate left on Seduction Cosmetic Center Yelp page, and I wanted to hear the story behind the 1-star review. Here's what she had to say.
It was a meat market. They were just in and out, in and out. And there was a back door where, obviously they take people, or supposedly take people for pre-op and surgery. You walked in and it smelled like death. I'm not kidding. It smelled rotten. I sat there for almost 3 hours that morning, and not one time did one person that was in that waiting room go through that back door. Not once.
The reason why I made this technique is because I've had 2 girlfriends pass away. It was one of my baseball wives went in for surgery and she passed away, and then I had another friend pass away, and then within that same month, it was 2 other influencers of just doing multiple BBLs had passed away. And I'm like, at what point in time are you gonna put your life on the line for beauty? My technique is probably the safest way to inject and volumize and get correction.
And how did they die?
Sometimes you get a blood clot, pulmonary embolism. It just kind of depends. Each one of them was a clot that kind of dislodged. Again, cardiac arrest or pulmonary embolism is usually what happens.
Were the doctors ever held responsible?
Yo, Chad, I ain't gonna lie, she bad as hell. Fuck.
Is a really dark side of medicine, and a lot of people get upset at medical professionals, but we have consent forms that will protect us from everything. If you think you can get all this beauty for $5,000, you're gonna go to the butcher shops. They left a towel inside of you. You have an infection, they didn't take a drain, or they didn't put in a drain. So there's a lot that comes with it, but it's really nice. Their marketing says $2K for 360 lipo, and you only have $1,800 in your bank account. You're gonna go to a place that you could afford. And there's been a lot of people that have been arrested. A lot of people have killed people. So do your research on the background of these people. They just put cement, or they say vitamins.
Did you say cement?
There's been cement, and they say medical grade silicone, which nobody uses anymore unless you're an orthopedic surgeon. These are things that are gonna give you bad results even later on in life.
Do you know anyone in Miami right now that has a botched job?
A couple hundred people, yeah.
Okay.
I've been botched before by a doctor, yeah. It made me feel very self-conscious. I was a really big bikini model, OnlyFans model at the time, and my body was my image. I felt very insecure, and it kind of made me want to fix the problem as soon as possible, because I did this to fix an insecurity, not to create a whole bunch of other ones. So I ended up going to do 2 more rounds of lipo after that within the same year with the same doctor, because I told him, like, you better fix this for free because I'm not paying anyone else to do it. And I've lost a lot of weight since then. It's not as visible, but if I do start putting on weight, it does come back. So that's just a thing I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life.
What did it cost you financially to give up that year?
Definitely like 6 figures, I would say, throughout that year. I was actually put onto the show Botched.
Patricia, interesting, because you went from a person very serious about golf to someone who's very serious about plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
And
How did that happen?
Yeah, how did that work?
Oh my God, that's her? God fucking damn.
I mean, just being in the social media world. So I did the first one in February, and then I had the second lipo in June. I went back in October.
Another lipo?
Yes.
3 lipos in the same area in 8 months?
Yeah.
In general, you should probably wait at least a year before having revisional liposuction.
But that created more loose skin, more trauma to the area, so it hasn't fully...
Yo, at first I thought she wasn't that bad, but now that I saw how she looked, versus now, yo, she bad as hell, no cap.
Healed up. A lot of these doctors don't use scopes to kind of navigate where they're putting the fat. They just kind of do it blindly. And if you put that right in one of those veins or a muscle or anything, you just... done.
Done.
I'm Haley. And I'm Hannah. And we're the Murders Twins.
Not, yo, where do they get all these bad girls in Miami? Oh my God. I gotta go to Miami, bro.
So you guys are completely natural.
Yeah.
Which is rare in Miami.
We're from Arkansas, so we're fed off cornbread and all that. I think it's the cows that meat. I don't know.
It makes booties thick in Arkansas. Okay, so in the modeling, the OnlyFans world, how rare is it to have a completely natural look?
It's not really rare. I think most OnlyFans girls I run into are completely natural, honestly.
So for the women getting work done, do you think it comes more from female peer pressure or male peer pressure?
I was gonna say female pressure for sure, because most men tell you not to do it. They're like, oh, don't wear makeup, be natural. Most men love natural and pure things.
Have you heard any nightmare experiences from people getting BBLs?
I had a friend, she had a BBL. I didn't even know it was a BBL at first, but it looked pretty good. But like when she pointed it out, it was like, I guess you could tell, but she went to, I think she went and got injections at home, like not even professionally done. And
someone came to her house and did it?
Yeah, like I felt her butt and she was just like, it felt so good, honestly. It felt soft and it felt really nice.
Have you gotten the BBL?
I did in 2018. I was very happy. The results were super natural.
What led up to the decision to say, I want a BBL?
Probably just like social media or something. I was working in the club, so you know everyone had big butts, so I wanted one too.
What changed in your life?
If we're talking like work-wise in the club, me getting my breast implants is what changed my money the most.
Like, was it a dramatic increase in earnings?
Absolutely, when I got my breast implants.
You had an experience that went bad with BBLs?
I wouldn't say it went bad. I just, like, my butt got too big. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think my body was like having a reaction to the material that was injected in my butt, and it was kind of creating scar tissue, some inflammation. I noticed some spots were starting to get like a little bit harder than other spots.
How much did each surgery cost?
For my original BBL in 2018, it was about $9,000 for the lipo and then the transfer of the fat. And then my removal surgery in 2021 was about $11,000 in Colombia because I got quoted $23,000 here from one doctor. Reconstruction surgery back in Colombia in 2022, it was about $10,000.
Do you think it's peer pressure from women or men that...
You could buy a whole Tesla with this, with the amount of money. God damn.
Definitely both.
Do you feel like you're chasing a standard of beauty that's impossible to attain?
Yeah, I think everyone is. I am very confident in who I am, but I would say my biggest insecurity would be my butt right now.
If you all notice how they're all talking, they all sound like airheads. It's 2018. They sound like airheads, bro. These models are airheads.
Every procedure that I do is individualized, So I am actually putting volume where she needs it, and I know that she likes like a nice shelf.
When you say a nice shelf, what are we talking about here?
So I have 4 different techniques, right? So it's the shelf booty, which girls like that top shelf if they're...
Well, you could rest a child here? Like...
Correct, right? It's like that tabletop. So most girls, when they take pictures and you turn sideways, they want to make sure that they have this little shelf here. Then we do, for most girls who don't have anything, she has the perfect sweetheart booty. Sweetheart is this bottom part, right? So she doesn't need volume right there at all. What I'm gonna do is just completely like round that out right there. I have basically what I call a half treatment prepared, and usually this is good enough to correct one area in your glutes, right? So I know that she wants a shelf, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of volumize this upper outer shelf so we could keep it nice and round for her.
I swear to God, this gotta be one of the weirdest videos I've ever watched in my life. Bro, I am eating right now. It's so weird watching this whole video. Tommy G, what the fuck?
I have a vibrating tool that just kind of distracts them. They're laying down, they have their blankets, everything is sterile. Then I use numbing, which is lidocaine with epi, and then I go ahead and start injecting. So,
what in God's green earth is in these syringes?
So the Radius, the product that we spoke about, the biostimulator.
And normal salines.
Let's see what you got.
Why am I watching a BBL surgery on a Instagram model or whatever model club worker she is, bro? It's so weird. Yo, Skip, why am I watching this?
And extended cuts from this episode.
My technique, you are ready to go to the beach by the next day.
How are you feeling?
I feel amazing.
How's your booty feeling?
It's a little like firm right now because it's like all filled up, but I know it's gonna feel amazing in like 5 hours.
For the next segment, we're gonna be doing a touch test. A blindfolded participant is gonna be feeling a butt and trying to determine, is this a BBL butt or a natural butt? As much as I would love to participate, I love my wife's sweet cheeks and my camera guy, Miguel. Miguel's gonna be taking care of this.
Miguel living life, Miguel.
Introducing Team BBL. Team Natural. All right, Miguel, are you ready?
Ready?
No, Miguel having the best time of his life.
What do I do? Just turn around?
Yeah, I have no idea.
This is weird, bro.
Okay, let's see.
What the fuck?
What do you think, Miguel?
BBL. Natural.
Yo.
Okay.
Yo.
Currently
I
fighting
was
every
good at it.
biological urge known to man. You have Miguel.
No, why are you coming on this boner, bro?
I would just say, if I was Miguel, I'd be wearing like 4 pairs of underwear. Okay.
Alright. I'd say this is natural.
Okay.
He fucked up.
We got one question.
Yep.
How do you feel about your job?
I love it.
The next booty is about a foot in front of your face, and it's looking scrumptious.
Oh my god. Yo, she's big. She be working out too, I could tell.
Do my inspection. This feels natural too.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Bring the doctor.
I'd say this is BBL. I think. A light BBL.
Okay. One contestant wins. How's it going so far?
Good. I think that was pretty accurate.
We have the final contestant of the afternoon. Final buttocks in front of you.
That's an easy BBL.
Oh nah.
Yeah, that's BBL.
Yo, Arkansas got it, bro.
Let me get one more feel.
Final answer?
That's an easy BBL.
Okay.
Does it feel like stiffer?
Not stiffer, actually. They all felt the same. I'd say it was more like more inflated. It felt.
Honestly, like men do not know the difference. I think if we had a variety of women here, whether it's the injections, unless they're illegal, you would not be able to tell the difference.
4 out of 6. Ladies, what do you think about his accuracy?
Off. Unless they're illegal injections, most men will not be able to tell.
Why is she offended?
Can we give a
Why is she offended? She seems offended. Why are you offended? We got it like that, boy. We got it like that, girl. Stop playing with us. We're visionaries.
Round of applause for Miguel.
She's offended.
Good job, Miguel.
Very professional.
Thank you for scientific purposes for donating your booties for their research. And that concludes this scene cut. How hard was it not to get a boner up there?
It wasn't, because I could tell you're right next to me, so that just like makes my shit not work, you know?
Damn.
You're a young soldier. Talking to one of the most highly rated surgeons in the area, Dr. Miami, who's at a reality TV show and seems to have a great time with booties and boobs. We're gonna walk in his office with the murder twins and see what the whole operation's about. The elevator that butts paid for. And tits. Maybe penises too, who knows?
Second floor.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are at a fork in the road. BBL, natural. How would you say which way you're leaning and how you're considering this decision right now?
Well, considering that we've figured out that you can get a BBL look through working out, natural might be a cool way to go. Considering health-wise, we'd still like to see more of the BBL side.
Oh, do you have that face app?
Yes.
Can you show us how that works?
I just took
What's the face app?
Yeah, this one's open. All right. So we're here.
Okay.
And if you do want to open your eyes more again, we can go back to sizes and big eyes, and we can open them up more.
Oh my god.
Like if you want.
That is so strange.
Yo.
Okay, what's something else wild you can do to my face right now?
Okay. Crazy. Make him smile.
What?
They got his teeth accurately too.
Yeah, so there's different smiles too though. Like you're already smiling, but they can make you smile more.
And most photos that you think we're looking at that's coming from the influencer model OnlyFans world are touched up to some extent.
Yes, almost. I've even introduced.
95%.
Yeah, like even.
Hey, Tommy.
Hello.
How you doing?
We're playing around with Face App right now.
Oh,
they
cool.
opened my eyes,
Dr.
gave me better looking
Miami.
teeth, better looking butt.
Good.
So we're
Good.
we're on to one today.
All right, excellent. Well, I basically do what the Face app does, but you know, with a knife. Yeah.
It's inside the operating room like you've never seen before.
How nice is this booty look now?
Brought to you by the man known as Dr. Miami, plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Solzauer, taking viewers behind the scenes at surgeries, most so graphic we can't even show you.
Welcome back to the operating room for a wonderful Monday. We have a Brazilian butt lift. She is quite square. Beforehand, we are going to snatch her waist, give her a round booty.
Capturing the before, after, and everything in between.
Yeah, what all do you cover?
I do noses.
Okay.
That's the face part. I do a little lipo of the neck, jawline kind of stuff, maybe. And then I do a lot of boobs, butts, and tummies.
You found a dream job, huh?
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it beats coal mining.
Well, Dr. Miami, I brought two models for you.
Hello, lady.
They're called the Murder Twins, but I can assure you they're friendly. We want to see what a pre-op kind of looks like.
Okay. The day of surgery, or like it's a consultation? Like she just came off the street and they're asking for butts.
They're considering getting booties and titties, right?
Yeah.
We'll cover both.
Okay.
Who's cool backpack is this?
Oh, it's mine.
That's sick.
Yeah, I did it.
This is Bella.
Hey, Bella. Tommy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to hear. Nice to meet you.
Would you mind standing up for us for a second? As a little bit of a model. She had a BBL. Turn around. Yeah. Which is, we call it skinny BBL. Because she's skinny.
I am.
And
I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment because she's skinny. I mean,
got you down for a second. Let's see.
Like, what would you say if someone is fat? Oh, she's fat. Like, obese, overweight.
Did you do those two?
Yes, and also her waist. We also did what we call the Miami mini waist, which is basically reshaping the rib cage, make little cups in the ribs and push them closer together.
How has it impacted your life now that you're walking, moving back to normal?
I mean, I'm happier than ever. I love it. Now I'm like pulling NFL players, so.
Okay, yeah, get out of here. She was the girl that said it.
So I owe him that.
She's pulling NFL players. I just love that. That's very high praise as a plastic surgeon.
Thank you.
That's like, you know, that's like winning the Nobel Prize in this industry.
What made you say, hey, I'm not gonna hire a personal trainer, go 4 times a week, eat the zucchini, avocado?
Well, you know, in my defense, and in the defense of personal trainers, they can't really make the breast bigger.
Yeah. I mean, I was already doing that, but like I still had like a little fat here and like my love handles. It didn't matter how much like I worked out or like how healthy I ate. Like there was just stubborn fat.
And she was skinny.
Yeah.
You know, she was obviously skinny to begin with. But there's certain areas that there's nothing you can do in the gym.
What do you have over here, Dr. Miami?
I have a collection of breast implants of various sizes and shapes.
So that's something like that is.
There's like a menu, you know.
That's what's in there too.
Yeah, that's what's in there. Yeah.
So if I were to squish it, we feel exactly like this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is silicone?
Yes, it's silicone. This is like we call it gummy bear silicone.
I mean, just close my eyes. This would make what what kind?
Depends what you start with. For you, this would be for you probably like in a small D cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you ever, you know, decide to go that way, let me know.
Yeah.
So the first thing they do is they get into gowns.
So your job involves a lot of boobies and butts.
Yeah.
Is it hard to fight your own biology in the process?
You're asking a plastic surgeon if he gets an erection when he examines his patients. Is that what you're asking me?
Has it ever happened? I mean,
no, it's never happened.
Not even day one of the job. You're like,
Okay.
oh, think of my grandma. Think of something else. Think of World War II.
Think of Tommy G. The truth is that doctors, by the time you go through medical school, from day one, you're like dissecting bodies and stuff. So some switch happens in your brain. It's not to say that you couldn't get aroused with a patient. I'm sure it's happened. But like by the time you're through medical school, you're pretty immune to the sight of naked bodies. Because you don't just see the gorgeous ones. You see like, you know. All right, so the first questions we ask are like, do you have any medical issues or anything you need to know about? Diabetes, high blood pressure, anemia, blood clots, thyroid issues, nothing.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing you want to check. Make sure that they don't have any medical problems that might make this not safe, right? You guys have any kids? Okay, so no kids. We always ask about that too. Have you ever had surgery before of any kind?
Wisdom teeth count, and yeah,
That counts, yeah.
Okay.
Any surgery? No?
Wisdom teeth.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Face me if you don't mind. I think you're gonna open up the gown. I'm gonna do the breast
I put it
first.
on backwards.
You going on backwards? Okay, that's good. You guys work very fast. All right. So, what we do is first we measure. No two breasts are exactly the same. They're like sisters that look alike, but you know, not identical twins. 20, you measure the distance, and her measurements are actually near perfect.
Why am I watching this,
And what
bro?
made her titties say like those are just fine?
Okay, so what you want, like ideal breasts, they make what's called an equilateral triangle. Remember trigonometry, right? So like an equal distance from the suprasternal notch to the nipples and then across. And for her height, she's like 20.5 centimeters. Equilateral triangle, perfect. So you know that's pretty much the exam. It doesn't take much more than that. Sometimes I'll feel for masses and things like that, or under the armpit, but she's good. Before the surgery, she'd get a physical exam by her doctor, clearing her for surgery. So it's not like you can just come in and then do surgery the same day. You know, I'm just making that clear to everybody. So okay, wait, let me see your front first, because like the tummy, because what the BBL involves is taking fat from this area, like the areas of the body where you have a little extra fat, turn around, and putting it in the place that you do. She has a beautiful butt actually already. The only thing I see, really gorgeous, the only thing I see we could do is maybe fill in these little dips I was talking about. So like,
what are these dips all these women are
Tommy
making?
G!
It's this right here.
Stop
So
making
when you-
videos like this.
Look at Bella, like Bella's butt now, like post-op, right? So she had fat here, but this was flat, right? When you work out, you can get these muscles to come out more.
Okay.
And she's just naturally blessed like that. But then what you can't do is add fat to this, what we call hip dip, or this flat area, right? You can't do that. So you can't just eat and have it go there. Exactly.
I'm not gonna. I'm learning a lot.
Get rid of this over here. What you want in a curve is like a nice hourglass or Coke bottle shape. It should come in and then come out and be round like this. It should not go in and then out and then in again and then out again.
And is that an actually attainable figure without this?
No, no.
Now, they're young, they're 24. Do you usually have people that young getting surgery?
Oh yeah, it's very common. In Miami, yeah.
Now, let's just say she gets her butt, her tits done. Does she have to come here every 10 years and get a retouch, or how does that work?
I would recommend that she at least follow up every 10 years, but not everybody has to have them retouched at 10 years. I've had patients have them in for 20 years. I've had patients where I didn't put them in, but they've had them in for 40 years. So I mean, as long as the breasts look good and feel good, you can leave them in for the rest of your life. But I do recommend you come back.
There's a debate where it's like, look good, feel good, so you want people to feel good.
Yeah.
Would you ever feel like this industry is having women chase a beauty standard that's almost impossible to attain?
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at it. The first one we just discussed. There are natural signs of attractiveness for men to have for women and women to have for men. And, you know, like if you look at the cover of a romance novel, it's always this guy that looks like He-Man. You know, like there are certain signs of attractiveness that are exaggerated, and those are like sort of ideals. That's not created by anybody individually. It's not even created by the romance novel industry or even, let's say, Disney princesses. You know, when the little girls are first exposed to and boys to characters, they're always these Disney princesses that have these like tiny little waist, perfect form, perfect skin, perfect hair, perfect everything. We're just here to try to, let's say, make people feel better in their skin, you know, so that but the actual standards are not set by us. We're just here to,
I love how we just sat in the chair.
Facilitate. Same thing with noses and chins and hair, everything. Just like hairdressers and everything else, you know.
Now, there are clinics out there where people will literally die and they'll keep operating. You'll read the reviews. Somehow they have like 150 reviews with 1 star, and people keep going there. And
Price,
the doc,
that's all. It's cheap. No matter how many laws we put in to protect patients, patients are going to do what they want to do. And it's a free country. Like, nobody stops people in Florida from riding a motorcycle without a helmet. You know, and even though I don't think you would or I would, but you take your risks and your benefits, and you make your decision as an independent person. Those clinics that have issues, they're just cheaper. That's the only thing. So if you want to get it, and if this is the only thing that's in your budget, you'll do that, or you'll go to Mexico or the Dominican Republic or Turkey, and it can be hit or miss. You know, there are great surgeons in Turkey and great surgeons in Mexico, but if they're cheap, they're probably not the best.
are you married?
Yeah, I'm married. I'm married 30 years.
Okay. Would you have your own wife or daughters get a BBL or boob job?
100%. If they want to, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah. 100%.
What percentage of the clinics out there would you say are good, safe, reputable?
I think 85% are probably good, safe, reputable.
Okay. You're a good guy, gotcha.
Thank you. Thank you. You're a good guy too.
Big pleasure.
Yeah, I can't lie, he's a very chill guy, Dr. Miami. I had the stereotype that he was just like a cocky type of guy, but he's actually pretty chill.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for sitting next to you again. All right.
That was one of the weirdest videos I've ever watched in my life. I don't even know what I was watching, bro. But if you like the video, don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and share, I guess, and peace out.